Hi, welcome to the Wisdom Inspired Talk podcast. Thank you for joining me today. I am Yomi Akipelu, your wisdom coach, speaker, teacher, and author of Blow the Cap Off Your Capability and other books. In this podcast, we will learn from the wisdom of wise men and women from ancient and contemporary times. We will glean wisdom from books, biographies, teachings, quotes, and sayings of sages through the ages. So, let's dive right in. Today, we'll be speaking about self-discipline and self-control. But first, let's start with a quote and a story. George Washington said, "Discipline is the soul of an army. It makes small numbers formidable, procures success to the weak, and esteem to all." Now the story. The Sirens were three mysterious women who, according to Homer's Odyssey, lived on an island. Whenever a ship passed by, they would stand on the cliffs and sing. Their beautiful song would tempt sailors closer and closer until eventually they were shipwrecked on the rocks below. Odysseus was curious to hear the siren's song, but was well aware of the dangers. So he ordered his men to tie him to the mast of a ship as they approached the island. And then he told them to plug their own ears with beeswax so they couldn't hear the song. When Odysseus heard the siren call, he demanded to be untied, but his shipmates bound him more tightly, releasing him only when the danger had passed. The story explores the powerful pull we feel at times to flirt with choices that take us off the right course. The point of this story is that self-discipline is what ties you to your purpose and stops you from making a shipwreck of your life and destiny. Discipline is a constant human awareness of a need for action and a conscious act by us to implement that action. If our awareness and action happen at the same time, then we begin a valued sequence of disciplined activity. If there is a considerable time that passes between our time of awareness and action, then that is called procrastination. This is an almost exact opposite of discipline. We are always presented with these two choices: do it now or do it later. A choice between a disciplined existence, which leads to achievement and contentment, or procrastination, leading an easy life in which the future will bear the fruit of regret and bear branches of mediocrity. A do what you can attitude or do what you must attitude. Procrastination says, do it tomorrow instead of today. Discipline says, get it done today and do it now to the best of your ability. And then do it every day, always, until finally the worthy deed becomes an instinctive habit that leads to achievement. The rewards for a disciplined life are immeasurable, honestly. Though they are often delayed till sometime in the future, but be assured, they will come. They will always come. However, the reward for a lack of discipline can be immediate, like a fun day at the beach. But the reward for discipline can be like owning the beach. Choose fortune over pleasure. Choose a disciplined life. Al-Tomisk said, success is tons of discipline. You see, our world seems to be designed to give fewer rewards to easy things and more rewards to the things that are not so easy and require discipline. You cannot succeed beyond your discipline, my brother and sister. You must run on a schedule. You must keep doing what you are doing in a disciplined way, and it will grow. It will grow. I promise you, it will grow, and it will keep on growing. Just be disciplined. I think intelligence is overrated. Discipline can help you achieve beyond those of high intelligence who won't put in the effort and who won't be disciplined. A wise man said, if you will do for 18 months what others won't do, you will do for the rest of your life what others can't do. Oscar Wilde said, our ambition should be to rule ourselves. The true kingdom for each one of us and true progress is to know more and to be more and to do more. Self-discipline is the ability to make yourself do what you should do at the time you should do it, in the way you should do it, with consistency and without anyone breathing down your neck. Commitment to do what we should do in a consistent manner is discipline. I tell you, discipline is the difference maker. It's the bridge between what we do and what we are capable of doing. Successful people are highly self-disciplined. They guide and encourage themselves to do the work they ought to do the work they must do. And that is what takes average to good and good to great. Theodore Roosevelt said, with self-discipline, almost everything is possible. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. There is little that can withstand a man or woman who can conquer himself or herself, said a wise man. Discipline is the bridge between thought and accomplishment, between inspiration and achievement, between necessity and productivity. Discipline is like a set of magic keys that unlocks all the doors of wealth, of self-worth, of happiness, of culture, of high self-esteem, of sophistication, of satisfaction. Discipline helps you feel better about yourself, and that good feeling, that surging feeling of self-worth is almost as good as accomplishing the discipline. Though discipline does not change your destination immediately, it helps you change direction immediately. Discipline attracts opportunity. Opportunity is always looking for ambition, preparation, and skill in action. Discipline taps the unlimited power of commitment. Discipline is the unique step of intelligent thought and activity that puts a lid on temper, encourages success, deters failure, enhances health, and curbs sickness. Edmund Hillary said, "It's not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves." A Chinese sage named Lao Tzu once said, "Those who dominate others are great, but those who dominate themselves are greater." For such people, nothing is impossible. They can succeed at anything they choose. Because when the competition gets tough and when the pressure gets really heavy, only those with discipline can avoid making mistakes. Winning is easy. All you have to do is train your mind, develop enough discipline to control your thoughts and emotions, so that you can always bring out the best in yourself and avoid those moments of doubt and fear. We must exercise discipline in several areas: time, money, words, emotions. So, master your time, your money, your speech, your emotions. We waste our lives through a lack of self-discipline. Without accountability, we can easily become lazy, and this can have disastrous consequences. Proverbs 6 talks about the ant. We need to learn self-discipline from the ant. I tell you, nobody tells the ant what to do. It has no commander, no overseer, no manager, no supervisor or ruler. Yet, it works extremely hard. It stores its provisions in the summer, gathers its food at harvest, saves up, invests, lives frugally, and is industrious. A lot of us would do well to learn from the ant. If you don't have self-discipline as the ant does, you will suddenly find yourself in the workhouse or in the pits. John Maxwell said, "I've never met a person who was not successful, who didn't have a great amount of self-discipline." In other words, there is no successful person who doesn't have tons of self-discipline. Discipline is the soul of an army. Kopmeyer said, "I have found 999 keys to success, but without self-discipline, none of them work." And that is all for today. Until next time, keep on growing in wisdom and maturity. Blow